information we need about Tyson. We have her home number, we have her home address, we have a whole lot of things, but I can't say them publicly. I pity the Edochie family because this is the time they will have to stop her. They will have to understand the damage this woman is doing to them. In the course of investigating the activities of Yinka, we discovered extremely damaging things about the Edochie family. Extremely damaging things, but we can't disclose those things.
All right, guys. So according to what we see in the areas of this Yinka ties and this Una link on Edochie's old but new wife, it's clearly obvious that this lady has been missing her medication because she looked like person where we say you don't mad before, honestly speaking. So yesterday she leaked Queen May Edochie's private phone number on the media space, claiming that some persons called May Nation also leaked her phone number on the media space, making people to be calling her and betraying her life. And then she feels say now Queen May Edochie now give people that phone number, that her phone number, private phone number to be for people to be calling her. I can't wonder which time Queen May Edochie take meet yourself where be say she go get your phone number, because I am very sure and certain that Queen May Edochie no get this woman's phone number. In fact, Queen May Edochie has not met this woman before, if not for this social media saga, if not for the fact that she came online and started dragging Queen May Edochie. I'm not sure say Queen May Edochie for even notice this woman or for even know her in her life. I'm telling you. So this thing that she did is cyber stalking and cyberbullying and harassment, a lot of things, and it is punishable by the law. So now Queen May Edochie's case manager, barrister Emeka Ugonye, don't come out, come they address the stuff. Say, you know, a lot of May Nation were very angry. In fact, they were even ready to storm where Yinka Tyson live in America to give it to her. But Queen May Edochie's case manager they calm down the whole situation. He talks say he know the address and the house number of Yinka Linc, Yinka Tyson in America. Say everything will be resolved in no time. So I'm going to play the full video so that you guys will see and hear what Queen May Edochie's case manager have to say in this case. At the end of this video, I want you guys to drop your own comments on the comment section. All right, so let's hear what barrister Emeka Ugonye have to say in this whole situation.
We discovered that Miss Yinka Tyson published on social media the private phone numbers of Queen May Edochie. That action has rightly triggered the anger and outrage of many people, and many of you have contacted us. You are concerned about the implications of the actions of Yinka, and you're also concerned about the safety and well-being of Queen May. We thank you for your interest and concerns. We had made a written statement on this, and this is just to follow up on that written statement. I have the following few points to make. First, I want to assure all of you that DPA has the capacity to protect me, and we will do so within the law. We will act within the law. We will not resort to extra legal methods because we don't do that. However, within the law, there is adequate opportunity and means to protect Queen May, so do not worry about that. Two, I want you to know that May is not in any physical danger. As a result of this incident, she is not facing any physical danger or physical harm, so she is safe and nobody should worry about that. Three, there is no doubt that the actions of Yinka violated May's privacy rights. There is no doubt that what she did constitutes harassment, stalking, bullying, and blackmail. There is no doubt that she acted in malice. And there's no doubt that she had absolutely no justification or excuse for what she did, even though she tried to invent an excuse. And the excuse she invented was that May published her number. May had never published her number. May does not know her number. May does not care about her number. May hardly ever noticed that woman.
Not at all.
Until these issues began. She has been quite desperate in her attempt to drag May into direct personal exchange with her. She first came as a friend, but May was too busy and too wise to engage her. Then she turned as an enemy. And yet, May is still too wise and too busy to engage her. Out of frustration for the fact that May did not pay her attention, coupled with her intense obsession and envy towards May, Yinka has been so restless and relentless in her attempt to engage May. So she acted out of malice. We are taking all possible steps to make sure that the harassment will stop. The reason we have to do something is because if we don't do something, if we continue to ignore her, she will do worse. It's important that we stop her, okay? So do not worry about that. We have all the information we needed. We know where she is. We know the appropriate government authorities and law enforcement agencies to engage. And this will be addressed. And if it is possible, We may also file action in courts to seek a protective order. I say if it is possible, because as you know, we represent May, and May also consult with people like her family and relatives. In a situation like this, we don't jump in and start acting without first speaking with her and her constituents to find out exactly what she wants and the best way to go about it. So we're going to do that. I want to assure all of you, and I want to emphasize, DPA is a legitimate law-abiding institution. Likewise, many of you, when a situation like this arises, we don't act out of emotions, we don't act out of anger, and we don't act outside the law. We follow the law. We must maintain that high standard. What has kept me going all this while, despite the barrage of onslaughts of the attacks against her, despite all that, what has kept her going so far is because she has comported herself and acted with dignity and grace, and always within the law. We will continue with that tradition. Don't get upset, don't get angry. You have to understand that Yinka is trying to draw you into a fight with her. She is trying to draw us into a mistake. She's trying to anger us, anger me, anger you, because when you are angry, you will make a mistake. That's what you must do. So this is not the time to be angry. Calm down, relax, and trust that those who represent me, who have represented me for the past 2 years against all manner of attacks and onslaught, we are still here and we are going to do our work. Actually, just trust us. Okay? Don't make the mistake they want you to make. You see, we have all the information we need about Taishin. We have her home number, we have her home address, we have a whole lot of things, but I can't say them publicly. Because to do them publicly will also be to violate the law as she has done. We will not do so. If you watch carefully, you find out that each time I make a post on Taishin, I deliberately subject it to rigorous standard of editing to enhance professionalism, to ensure that our actions and statements are consistent with the law. Because what we don't want to do is when you walk in and complain against her, and she also brings out what we wrote and said, aha, they did the same thing to me. I don't want to do that. We will always be above the board. Okay? We will be above board. We will do the right things, and I urge you to do the right things. Okay? Don't get worked up. Because I can see from messages flooding my inbox that many of you are angry. You have rights to be angry, but you don't have to express anger, and you don't have to act in anger. Unfortunately, Yinka is trying to drag the Yuli Duce family into a deeper crisis. Yes, mistakes have been made by members of the family, Yul particularly, in the manner he handled this matter over the past 2 years. But you can see that so far, we've been able to contain that escalation. We've been able to ensure that this did not get out of hand. But Yinka's coming into that family is introducing a new element of aggravation and escalation. It is our duty to try to contain that escalation so we don't fall prey into her machinations. So bear that in mind. I pity the Duce family because this is the time they will have to stop her. They will have to understand the damage this woman is doing to them. In the course of investigating the activities of Yinka, we discovered extremely damaging things about the Duce family. Extremely damaging things, but we can't disclose those things. It's not our intention to escalate. We are showing maturity. We want to be the adults in this whole thing. If you cannot be the adult, we will be adults. If Yinka cannot respect herself, we will respect ourselves. So we do not act out of anger. Otherwise, we have information at our disposal, which if we put it out now, the whole country will shake. They will discover things about the family that will rattle them. Okay, but we don't do that. So, for those of you getting angry, please calm down. Don't push it to us because we get worried. I had to block one lady who was commenting on our listing because she misunderstood it and began to insult us. That sort of anger is unacceptable. It's not going to be accepted. Because of her level of anger, I assume she's the enemy of women. If you don't control your anger, we have to consider you an enemy because we will think that you are a setup from the opponents trying to gun us into an error so you can exploit the error against us. Okay, so please, your anger is righteous, your indignation is righteous, we understand that, but it's absolutely important to us that you control yourself. In the next few days, we will take appropriate, this is weekend, there's not much we can do today, but in the next few days, we will take appropriate step and escalate in a legitimate, logical fashion this particular matter. Because if Yinka cannot control herself, then somebody will need to control her. Somebody within the law or the law enforcement agencies will control her. However, something else that is funny and of great relief to us was you always had Yinka say she will go to FBI, she will go to BSS, she will go to this, she will go to that. And she was using that to scare all of you. But I told you not to worry, she cannot go to law enforcement, and that has been confirmed. A person going to law enforcement will not be violating the law. Yes. If she had gone to law enforcement, she would not be publishing May's number. If she had even spoken to a lawyer, she will not be publishing May's lawyer. That means that this woman is actually bragging, trying to intimidate people by telling them she will go to law enforcement. She is not interested in law. She's not operating within the law. She doesn't want to fight or pursue grievance within the law. She is totally outside the law. She engaged in illegal conduct. Publishing one's personal information in that manner is wrong. Again, May never published her number. 2, May is not interested in that. Absolutely not. She's too busy. 3, her number is public information. Yinka's number and address are public information. Even if they are published, it's not an offense because it's already in the public domain. May's private numbers are her private things. To publish them is a calculated attempt to inflict harm on her. And that has happened. But having said that, I still assure you that she is not in any physical danger. Okay? Everything will be alright. Thank you so much. Go ahead and enjoy your weekend and do not worry. For those of you who sent us messages, we appreciate your message.
Alright guys, so this is what Queen May Edochie's case manager have to say. And what do you think about this? Because Queen May that I know is too busy for this woman, honestly speaking. They need to put her in her place. They really need to put her in her place. So what do you think about this? Drop your comments on the comment section. Do not forget to like, share, subscribe to this YouTube channel, turn on your notification bell, as we are going to bring more of this information on this channel. See you guys in my next video.